welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And I was messing around with some book pages, just, trying to do something a little bit different. I saw something by Sara-Lee Armstrong on a video this morning, and this is actually almost nothing like hers, but I will link the inspiration video below, just so that you can see where this idea was birthed, I guess would be the term. So you're just going to need some washi tape and probably some glue stick, because washi tape is notorious for sometimes not sticking as well as we would like it to. And you're just going to need some book pages, and they need to be fairly large. If your book page is too small, this is going to be a really hard project. Not impossible, just probably difficult. I have taped down a piece of paper to pretend to be a page in my journal, just so you can see how this would work. And like I said, just regular book pages. And I thought this was a really cool idea. She had a piece of a book page, and she had a pocket over here that was a double pocket, and a pocket over here that was a double pocket, and she just put a card in there to keep it closed. But when you opened it up, the whole thing folded down, so you had like double the writing space on it. I thought that was really cool. I couldn't figure out just how she did it by just watching the video, so I had to come in here and work on some pages. I think I got figured out something. It is not like hers. I tried. I need to see if she's got a video for how she made that one. It's probably more simple than what I am thinking, but you know how it goes. Overthinkers, unite. So what I did was, first I folded the page. Let's see, the first time I folded the page about a third up, somewhere in there. And then I turned it over and I pinched just a little bit to find the center, because I wanted to be able to fold these pieces. I can't see the center now. Oh, it's right there. Needed to fold it just a little bit firmer, so I had a mark. Just fold this side in, and then fold this side in to meet it. And then if you glued this back all the way down to the page, you would have a pocket that's held closed by a card, and then you could open up. Now I wanted it to flip down for double the space, so I just figured if I only glue this little part here, then the whole thing will flip down. I liked this one the best because I felt like I could put it at the top of my page and glue that one place down, this one area here, and it would fold down and almost be completely on the page. But I have trouble sticking with just something simple. If you've watched my videos for any time at all, you've probably noticed that. So I thought, what if I took the next biggest one and I put this in there, and I put that in there. I could put a card in this one, and I could glue this back to the inside of there, and then I could put a card in that one. That one might take 2 cards just because it's holding more paper down. And it hasn't been trained. It's not been smashed long enough. It doesn't have... Sorry, my lunchtime alarm went off, and I think I'm waiting for my camera to quit bouncing. There we go. All right, and so where was I? I have to be reminded to eat lunch. I'm so weird. Oh, I was right here. And I thought, take those out and open that up. And then take that one out and open that up. Then this can fold down for more writing space. And then this could fold down for more writing space. just by gluing this part on here. And you could actually make that even another pocket if you only glued around those three sides. And then I thought, wait a minute, maybe I want to have even more writing space, and I will just use washi tape across here so that when I fold that down, I've got writing space. Fold that down, I've got more writing space. And fold that down, and I've got more writing space. So I'm going to do that both ways just so you can see how it is. And I will tell you, I tried to do it with 3 layers. That does not work very well at all. It's too thick and it just pops open. Now, you might be able to do something with it. I don't know. But it was just too thick for me to be happy with how it was working. So I'm going to take these two, and there is about, like I said, about an inch difference. No, there's about a ½ inch difference between the top and the bottom. You're going to practice with your own pages, so find what works for you, okay? So I've got these folded. And for the first one, where I'm going to make this a pocket in behind there, I am going to go ahead and glue in this section here. That's going to be glued. I'm not gluing anything else, just that section. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up because it's springtime in Indiana, and I'm silly allergic to so many things. All right, so I'm just going to get this glued. And I'm going to decide where on the page I want it, and so I should probably figure out how far down I want that to be. But also I don't want it going off the top of the page, so I know I want it as close as I can get to the top. So I probably didn't even need to measure down, but that's okay. And actually, you could make that a pocket back there if you didn't glue it all the way down. All the pockets. All right, and so on this one, I need to glue. Now, if I want this to be a pocket, I am just going to glue around these 3 sides. And I think that's what I said I was going to do, right? Believe so. We'll see if I was right or not. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you both of them, so it doesn't matter which one I said it was at first. What matters is what I'm doing with it now, right? All right, so I am going to, whoops, use a lot of glue, apparently. I just need to make sure that I do the 2 pockets differently so that you can see the difference. And then I'm just going to line this up right at the bottom. And since that one is glued to that one, I don't need to use the washi tape. And so what I have now, besides messy glue down here because I've used too much, so one of the things I do like about Fabri-Tac is, I don't know if you're old enough to remember rubber cement, but you could just roll it up. It was like, it was gone. And then this will fold in just like that. Let me get my bone folder, because that will help everything lay a little flatter. Probably should have done that before I glued it together. And here's a card for that one. Go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to fold this one as well using the tool, whatever tool you have. Some people even use their fingernails. I heard somebody, and I can't think of who it was, who would always say, they're jewels, not tools, so don't use your nails. And so I do try not to use my nails for that. And there it is. I like that. And then what happens is you take these out and that opens. And too much glue in there as well. Let's get rid of that real quick. And then you can take this one out. It's a little short for that pocket. Open these up. And you've got writing space, and you have a pocket. Wow, I was really generous with the glue. But then this flips down, and you've got this writing space here. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could make that a pocket. I think that might be a little too much fatness by the time you get it closed. You might have to figure out a different closure other than just the cards. All right, so there is that one. I didn't think about the fact that I needed to make another one. So I'm probably just going to put a different piece of paper down, because I think that one's going to be on that page. All right, there's that one. Let me get another piece of paper, put down. I had that centered in my camera, so I'm going to try to get back into the washi tape so I'm still centered, so I don't have to do a bunch of adjusting. All right, for this next one, we're going to do the one with the washi tape. So I have this folded up to that spot. I want to fold this one up shorter, and it doesn't have to be a ½ inch. You can go shorter if you want. And this will actually be a taller one than that one because I didn't use the taller piece. And I could have used that one because I already had it folded. Matter of fact, I will. I'll just put that over there. All right. And so this one, let's see, glued that one. This is the one that's going to be the flop with this. So I need to glue that on there. I'm thinking I don't want it to be that tall. So I'm going to let this one be the tall one, and I'm going to fold another one to be a shorter one. Like that. And remember to do the bone folder this time before we get everything glued. That might be helpful. Makes a nice sharp crease when you do this. That helps everything to lie a little flatter. Lay a little flatter. Lay and lie are two words that my grammar just suffers with because I don't know which is the proper time to use which one. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember what it was I said I was doing. Oh, the washi tape. If you didn't want to glue any of it down, which means this would all flip down as well, then you would need to figure out where you're going to be at the top. And that's the top of the page, so that's as high as I can be. And I feel like that is not folded straight. Or either that or it's not printed straight. Okay. I'm going to fold this over, and I am going to use my washi tape. Yes, I'm using my fingernails as a tool. Huh, I just said all that. And you're going to put tape, again, inside that same spot that we watched with the glue. You're going to put your tape right there. And you do not want it to go over. If you need to, well, look at that. You don't want it to go over onto here because otherwise it will not work properly. Then you're going to fold that back up where it was. You're going to take your other piece and you're going to line it up just underneath of it. making sure that you're inside of these lines where you need to be so that it will close properly. And you're going to be taping book page to book page. And again, you're going to be right inside these lines. I hope you can see those lines on the camera. Burnish that down really well. Then you're going to flip that up and flip that up. And again, put washi tape here and here. And then you'll be able to close those two and put your card in. And then, I didn't line that up very well. Let's try this. Get my bone folder out again. Put a new crease on it. I should have put one inside the other to make sure that they were fitting. I didn't. I just picked up the other one. And there you go. And so when you open this one up, you take these out, open, open, take this one out, open, open. You've got writing space here. Flip down, you've got writing space. 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 So I think that that was pretty, I don't know, pretty cool. I like it. I'm going to fiddle around with it a little bit more. You know, that needs to be a taller card. And it probably needs to be a heftier card in order to keep that down. And because this one completely flips down like that, you're probably going to want to put a paper clip or something up at the top just to help it stay up in the book. Or you could do it upside down and have all your pages flip up and up, but this part wouldn't work because your cards would fall out. You could play with this a lot and you could show me what you figure out with it. I think that that would be a lot of fun. So here, and I'm going to have to get some more cards to close this. So let me show you the two that I made. Got a pocket here on this one. It has way too much glue because it's all the way in there. And this one, let's see, flipped down for writing space, came back up, writing space and a pocket, comes back up, and a tag here, and let's see, I don't have enough tags laying over here, and a tag there. So I thought that was fun. There are lots of other things that you could do. I would like to see what you come up with. Look, that even came up above my page. I needed to glue it even a little further down, but that's okay. Let me know if you have different ideas or if you saw something I didn't see while I was doing this that I needed to address. Like I said, I've got this needed to be folded smaller, or this one needed to be folded a little bigger because it's so close that it's popping it up. You do need to make sure that you've got enough space between those two folds, between this fold and this fold. You don't want them to be right on top of each other because it makes it harder for it to lay flat closed. All right, I think that that was all I had for this time. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.